Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to live stream. It's fairly simple, just you need to acquire the correct program first. What I recommend is Open Broadcaster software. It's it's free and it's very good, easily the best on the market I would say at the moment from what I've gathered. What I use, it's lag free and it's very simple to use and it's open source. So just search Open Broadcaster software into Google and it will appear, or you can go to obsproject.com and then just click download, wait for the download to link, download the program, and then you want to install it. But I've got mine installed, that's how I'm recording, so install it. Then once it's installed you want to load it, so here we are. The first thing you want to do is configure all the settings so it's correct for you. Right, so we click on settings. Obviously you got the language here you want it to be. You can name your setting profile, which are all the profiles and settings in here, which it will be. So you can create several ones for like different games if you wish. I don't have any of these click. I don't know what cursor over projector is. It's automatically ticked though if I remember when you install. So just untick that. I haven't noticed anything about my stream, and I live stream perfectly fine and I don't have any complaints, so all those unticked. Right, here is the encoding and how you want to do it. You want CBR is constant bitrate. You want to enable this for like Twitch or YouTubers. They're recommended and they're not required, but they are highly recommended to get the maximum smoothness out of your stream. And here I'm going to be setting a 2000 bitrate for my stream. This is the amount of data you want to flow from your network to the Twitch server. This is how much broadband you're going to be use or upload you're going to be used to sorry, to stream at. So I'm streaming at 2000 bitrate and I'm going to be streaming at 720p, so that's about right. I will go on to the speeds and like the sizes like later on. I'll just go through the settings at the moment. For audio encoding here, we've set the video. The quality balance is it's like if it's still, like a 10. If it's like a still game, like something really slow, like if you're doing Photoshop and you just want to live stream, I would recommend a 10. But anything for like an FPS game or a MOBA genre game, I would recommend an 8 or a 9 or even maybe a 7. But I feel a 9 is perfectly fine. So you set that. AAC is the highest quality codec here for like the more bit rate. 160 is the average, I believe, or 128. But MP3 streams at lower bit rates for a better quality. But the higher qualities will be better at high bit rate on AAC. So I recommend AAC. 160 isn't that much. So, but if you do struggle and you're feeling your lag, you can always go down to MP3 and fiddle with that. Here you want to select live stream. You want to select your streaming service, so twitch.tv is mine. Select which server you wish to stream to. If you're streaming from Europe, there are a few problems at the moment. Like there was major problems on the London server which were being redirected to Amsterdam. So you could always stream to a US server if your viewers are having problems, but there is a Google Chrome application called Fix like Twitch Lag or something, which is basically a Chrome extension which uses proxies to get you to view the server in a different route. Because like in the United Kingdom, ISPs use automatic routing, so refreshing won't necessarily get you into a Twitch node. Like in Europe it might, but in the UK it won't because it has automatic routing. But you could request a change from your ISP if they are willing to do that, but it doesn't really matter. Right, play path stream key is basically the password to allow you into the log into the Twitch data center so you can stream to it. You can find this by going onto your Twitch dashboard. So go onto your Twitch page, log in, then on the left here you can see dashboard. Then you just want to click stream key. Obviously I'm not showing it. Do not share this with anyone unless you trust them. Then just paste it in. auto reconnect is if your stream disconnects, like your internet drops or something, they reconnect after a certain amount of time of what you've set here. So mine's 10 seconds, but mine never drops yet. So delay is quite simple. Delay is the amount of time. Say if you start streaming now, that will stream as soon as the data gets into Twitch, which is normally about 2-3 seconds, if that. But for like tournament rules, like I play Heroes of Newerth on tour, which requires 360 seconds, which is a 6-minute delay. So you can just set it there, and then it starts sending the data 6 minutes later. Minimize network impact. This is like if you lag while playing, but this you don't really want to touch it because it's not normally of help. It shouldn't really be in the program, I don't think, because if you don't have high enough bit rate, you shouldn't be streaming or a good enough computer. Dashboard link is just copy your dashboard link into here, like it's so, and a button will appear on the main menu of graphical user interface of Open Broadcaster software, and you can click it and it comes straight to this link. So you can like change the title or whatever here, the playing game or not playing or whatever, you know, then just update it. Some hotkeys to start and stop. That's it. You want to click apply. That's all done there. Alright, now the video. It's usually laptops that suffer from this, from like video adapters, or if you've got Crossfire or Sly like video adapters, you can select which one. You want the base resolution wants to be your monitor resolution. Mine is a 440p monitor, so mine's 2560 times 440p. If you've got two monitors, you can click monitor and then select either monitor you want to select. Here you can downscale it. You do not want to downscale it up here, as it will put more stress on your PC and come out in a lower quality format for your stream. So I would not recommend doing it there unless you have like here I can't select 1080p and you want to do 1080p specifically. You can set it there, but I really wouldn't recommend to. Just downscale it here, and it will require a lot less CPU usage. Here is the filter and how it's gonna like render. Personally, best detail I don't feel like gives any more advantage, well, a better detail, and the same with good detail, so I just have on fastest. FPS is 30, you can set it to 60, 90 or 120, though if you do want to go above 60, you have to enable it in advanced settings, which we will get to. You want to disable aereo, if not you may, for like Windows capture and game capture, you need it disabled if I remember correctly. So we want to apply now here. I'm streaming at 1280 by 720, as you can see there. Save. Audio is pretty basic. Select what audio desktop you want it to live stream. Then the mic, select the correct mic that you want to live stream. You can use push to talk, tick it, and then click in a box, and then what button you wish to push to talk with. You got a mute and unmute hotkey here you can set. Desktop hotkey you can like for mute and unmute. Of course, yeah, I don't really know what that is. I don't know what that is. So, but some of you might. I don't need it. Desktop boost is the sound of your desktop that you want to like boost. If you've got like your sound on maximum, and you're still struggling to hear it on Twitch, you can boost it up. But boosting it up in here instead of turning it up manually, if you can turn it up manually, that is, will result in a lower quality. And it's the same with the mic. I don't know what that is. It's probably like the delay to the stream from your microphone to your normal desktop. In here, advanced settings, you don't really want to mix with these, but there's a couple of settings I need to go over. You want multi-threaded optimizations clicked. Priority class is the priority you want to give to the Open Broadcaster software. You want it normal. Like if you want to like force your stream to like prioritize more on the Open Broadcaster, like say if you're dropping frames and you believe it's coming from your end, you can set it on high, and then though this may cause your stream to lag more because, well, it will cause you to lag more in game because it's putting more on sending out. But if you're lagging in game, and you want to try and improve it, you can set it to ideal, but I really wouldn't recommend it, because if you have to do that, it wouldn't come out on your stream well. I don't think so. I've never had to try it, so I just have it on normal. It should be fine for everyone else. These are all your defaults. I don't know what these are. I've never had to. This is like how you can either have this super fast or very fast. I would recommend. This is like how much priority you want on like your CPU in the video game, sending bit rates, etc. Encoding profile you want it on high. The keyframe interval, that wants to be set for 2 on Twitch, as it isn't a requirement for Twitch, but it's highly recommended from the Twitch servers. So we'll only be doing you a favour if you set it. You do not want this ticked. It's constant frame rate. If you do tick it, it duplicate frames. If you drop in frames, it duplicate them to try and help them out. But in reality, that would just make your stream look even worse quality. So I wouldn't use it. You want this disabled. This is only enabled because I'm recording in the software with it and it's required. But so you don't want any of that disabled, like you can see here. As I said, if you wanted to stream more than 60 FPS, you have to tick it here and then go back and change it. If your microphone is out of sync with your video, you can try this and it may fix it, but here you've got the option which we did have in broadcast, so to try and lower latency if you were lagging from streaming. I wouldn't use it. It breaks more than it fixes. If you are having problems lagging, it's because of how you've set Open Broadcaster up. So let's save that. Alright, now that's all the settings are done. Obviously you're not all going to have the same internet and computer, which I do, so you will have to fiddle around, but here are a few things I wrote beforehand to let you know. Here you can see 720p. This is if your computer can handle it. If you can stream at lower quality, but you'll have to test around with like the bit rate and the resolution downscale to fit you, so you don't lag your computer and your internet. You'll have to find it out, but here's what I recommend for you. If you do have a good computer and good enough internet, this should be good enough to check you out. But if you don't have a good computer, you can just set the resolution to this and then try like bit rate and then tries to prioritize in the settings like I showed you for Open Broadcaster. So 720p at 30 FPS, the highest bit rate you want to be using is 2500. You can use 3000, but it's really not worth it. It's not going to increase your quality, I wouldn't imagine, unless you're playing like some super detailed high game or something like that. I recommend between 1500 and 2000 bitrate. 2000 is preferred, but 1500 is absolutely fine. The lowest you want is 1000 to 1500. You don't want to go any lower than 1000. You really do not. 1250 is probably the lowest I would actually ever stream at, but I don't have slow internet, so I do not have that problem yet until I move. Right, 1080p at 30 FPS. Highest you want is 4000. I'd recommend anywhere between 2500 and 3500. In the middle I would prefer, so the 3000. Lowest you want is 2000. So that is the lowest you really want to go, in my opinion. Without, if you go any lower, you're going to start downgrading quality so quickly. So alright, now we're at 720p but at 60 FPS. The highest I recommend for streaming at 60 FPS 720p is a 4000 bit rate. Recommended 2000 to 3000. 2000 preferred. 2000 preferred. No, it should be 2500. Sorry people. The lowest you want to stream at is 2000. So you could get. I wouldn't want to go down any more than that, in my honest opinion, but you could do if you really wanted to. But your stream quality would be pretty bad, and you'll be better off streaming at 30 FPS at 1500. 1080p at 60 FPS. The highest you want to go is 6000, and then the recommended area is 3500 to 4500. What is that? 4000. Sorry, people, mistyping. 4000 you want to go to. That's what I recommend. The lowest is 3000, but you probably could go down to 2750 if like it's not really game intense or frame intense, something like that. You would be absolutely fine. But these are just what I recommend off like a basic. So if you have any questions, or if you want to like test how fast your internet upload speed is, I'd recommend going to thinkbroadband.com, I believe, if I can spell it correctly. My bad. thinkbroadband.com, and you want to click on Tools down here, then click Speed Test up here. This is the best speed test you can possibly get. It's better than speedtest.com. It has prioritized data bandwidth for you, so it's always going to be good. It has low latency and everything that you need in a speed test. And it also has a graph, which I will come to once my speed test has completed. And if you do have problems with your broadband, just feel free to post on the forums. There's many people who's willing to help you. Or you can go to kids.co.uk, and come post on the kids forum, register. But these websites are mainly for United Kingdom residents. You don't have to be, but the majority of problems are, and we are very likely we can't help you if you are overseas, because they don't really use the same process, in all fairness. But and this has appeared to froze. It's frozen. This is not good. It's not what I wanted, was it, people? I'm sorry. Basically, when this is finished, you will have two graphs here. This side will be your download speed, and it will show how like stable. If it's a straight line, it means your download speed is stable. If it's all wobbly, if it goes like up down, if it goes up down like this, it means your download speed is unstable. Over here you will have your upload speed, and this is what you want to look at. If it's straight, you could stream at that, but I would stream about 500 megabits down. Well, anything up to that. So say it's 5 megabytes on a straight line. I'd recommend streaming at 4,500 bitrate, anything up to that, just to be safe, because throughput can vary at times of the day, like night time. It's like wave radio lengths go further at night time, because like how it is, and long wave go shorter, and so on. But if you do have any problems, just feel free to post on my YouTube channel or send me an inbox, or you can post on a forum thread I will be creating on the. Oh, that's one thing I missed. I'm sorry, guys. Is how to actually capture. Right. The first thing you want to do is load up your game. For my game I'm going to be streaming is a game called Heroes of Newerth. It's like Dota 2, Dota, League of Legends. It's like that. It's my favourite game out of all of them. But some of you may disagree with that. So you want to load up your game, and there's several ways you can capture, but the two I recommend are either Windows capture or game capture. Game capture is when you capture just the game screen. If you alt tab out of the game screen, the game will freeze on your stream until you load it up. This is because of DirectX. When you alt tab, DirectX is paused, and when you open it, it re-renders it, so it will start displaying again. If you want to show your desktop when you alt tabbed, you're going to have to do Windows capture. So I'm going to be using game capture here, so I just want to go on game capture. It's worth to note that you need the game open in order to capture it the first time, to add it in as an option. So I'm going to call this HON. As you can see here, select application. I want Heroes of Newerth. I want to stretch the image so it fits the size of my screen and my resolution that I'm streaming at. And I also want to capture the mouse cursor. For like some FPS games, you do not want to capture the mouse cursor, because obviously you will have a crosshair and there will be a mouse cursor in the fucking middle of it for your stream. So let's click OK. And now we've got HON, like here, whatever. If you tick these, that mean they're disabled and stuff like that. If they're above it, that means they're sorry. That means they're on top of it. Like if you right click, you can order it, like move it up and down, move the bottom. Okay. I'll show you the window capture. Let's call this home 2. You just select the sub-region of what you want to capture, like your desktop size, and just click OK. Then you're done. But in some games, like full screen games, you have to turn the full screen mode off. Like what's it called? You may also need to turn off excessive mode, something like that, because if your mouse flickers when you're streaming, this will be here in Windows Capture. It will never happen in game capture. You need to turn off excessive mode and maybe full screen. It depends on the game and how it's coded. But if you do have any problems, just feel free, as I said, to post in my YouTube comments or send me a YouTube message, or you can post on you can look on the Heroes of Newerth forums and go on to competitive gaming, competitive discussion even, live stream, and there should be a thread up somewhere with a username called I can do that, and it will be something like how to live stream basic. And that's it. You can ask me any questions on there. Alright, thank you. Cheers.